Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm up here at Frazee Elementary School at the Early Childhood Family Education Center, talking with the instructors around here about what's going on at ECFE. Here you go, Dare. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Jessica Stockstrom. I've been teaching here for 5 years. I teach the KinderQuest program. That's a 2-day-a-week program, and I teach 2 classes of 12 kiddos. And then we also do an ECFE family group on Fridays that we have families that can come with their newborn to age 5 children. Parents come in, and we run that also.
So, being here for a while, what have you seen in changes? Anything in particular?
Not a whole lot of change, I guess. Family involvement definitely changes from year to year, how many families come in. And, the COVID, of course, occurred and that took our numbers down. But now we're seeing quite a few families that are ready to get out and be active again in the community and get their children back into programming. So that's what's really exciting to see.
Thank you. And you, dear?
Hi, my name is April Schultz, and I've been in Frazee since 2007, so a long time. Yeah. And I teach school readiness, the Threes program, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we do 2 groups for that Monday, or Tuesday, Thursday, morning and afternoon group. And then on Monday, Wednesday, I teach a new class we just began. It's an all-day class. It's called Explore Threes and Fours, and I have 11 in that group right now. And then I also teach with Jess the mixed ages class on Fridays. This year we're running a fall and a spring session for that, and I do the parent education piece for that. So for that class, we do a separation time. They play together first in the room, and then the children stay in the room with Jess, and I take the parents, and we have a little parent discussion.
Great.
Different topics.
When you talk about the Explore
Threes and Fours.
Yeah. How does that go?
So that's a combo class. So there's a little bit of an age range in there from 3 to 5. We have one that will be turning 5 soon. It's a little bit more of a challenge. We have to do some small group activities because in early childhood, their development can be so different from a 3 to a 5-year-old. Their development changes so drastically. Yeah. So it's just more small groups, and they all get along together awesome. So they play together well, but on certain skills, we do small group activities that fit for their developmental ability.
Great.
I'm Sandy Alfke, and I think I've been with the program 6 years. I teach the Discovery 4 class, which is a 4-day-a-week, full-day class, and I have 12 students in there. And so we follow basically the school schedule pretty much. We have a certain amount of days, so we'll be done in the beginning of May. And I also do the ECFE child portion like Miss Jess does. For the Thursday night class, we have an evening class for those parents that work during the day and can't make it to the Friday morning class. So it's fun to see new faces and families that are getting out and enjoying our programming.
Well, it's interesting to me, that you do evening classes too, because that makes a lot of difference because, either we have both parents working or one parent is home taking care of the kids because of the cost of daycare and everything that's going on. And when I was growing up, we just started getting where we had kindergarten. We didn't have anything like ECFE or anything like that happening. So I applaud you all on how this program has developed and what's happening, and I really enjoy seeing my granddaughter here, so because she's all excited about going to school all the time. So and being able to play with other kids, because out where they live, they don't have any other kids out there. It's just her and the dog. So, but you all have yourself a great day, and I do, like I said, I do appreciate your time, and I do appreciate what you do. And with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke. I am here with Carrie Schultz. And what's your title, Carrie?
Good morning, Hank. My title is the ECFE School Readiness Coordinator.
Okay. And how many years have you been here?
Well, 20 years as the coordinator, and then I was here for about another 10 before that, working in the room as a teacher.
It's amazing that this program has been going on that long. I had no idea until a friend of mine's son, Woody Pilia, used to come here many years ago, and I had to take him over here a couple times or pick him up because the parents couldn't.
Okay. Actually, it was in the 80s when I came very part-time, just doing kind of the story time at the daycares or a monthly story time at the event centers, and then kind of grew into being in the classroom. So
tell us a little bit more about what your plans are now. Okay, well, I know you've got the outside classroom started. We talked a little bit about that, but tell us a little bit more about the classroom.
The outdoor classroom, that has been kind of an ongoing project, and we've been having to have so many hurdles to go over. COVID kind of shut down everything, and at that time, the high school students were building a shed for us was that the gazebo? Now I'm forgetting which project we were on, but each time there was a project out there, we weren't able to use the area because of the construction going on. So it was the gazebo we had, and then they were doing a shed, and then COVID came along and got that behind because the kids couldn't be out there, so we still had construction materials out there. So we've been able to do some activities, but we're hoping after this spring, well, actually, we have the outdoor. By next fall, hopefully they will be utilizing it when all the projects are done here. So it's ready to go. They have the materials. We can put everything in the shed now instead of bringing it from the school all the way back there for each class that goes out. It's more available now.
Well, that's great. I think the outdoor classroom ideas are just a tremendous thing. I've seen them at, up in Crookston and some other schools, and they seem to get used and outdoor playscapes more than like a regular playground.
Oh, I think so. And in fact, we just received a grant now from the DNR, No Child Left Inside.
Yeah.
And that's providing us some things that we hadn't thought about in the beginning. The kids are, they have their gear for the winter, but a lot of the rainy days, they didn't have the rain boots or rain gear. So in the grant, we're able to purchase boots and rain pants that will stay here, and if the kids don't have them, we'll have extras for them. Also from the grant, there's it's called Growing Up Wild, is a curriculum they have for preschoolers, so the staff will be able to attend that and also get the curriculum. So we're excited about that.
Oh, I would definitely be too. One thing that I've been keeping an eye on a little bit is a project called Kids Wind.
I'm not familiar with that.
No, but I will look it up. I'll try to text you something on it or email you something on it. But it's getting kids involved, looking at different forms of wind usage for different projects.
Sure, that sounds interesting.
But so now, how did you first get started doing that, coming in and doing some reading?
Actually, a friend was working here and had said they were looking for somebody for this position. And so I called and was able to get in. Like I said, it was very part-time, once a month. And then eventually the position opened for a child educator, so I started with that, similar to what the staff were telling you in the mixed ages. But originally, we only had the ECFE funding, so it was a parent group with the kids, and we were full. So that was what everybody did. And then eventually school readiness funding came, and that was for the children coming alone to the classes. So ECFE is for the children newborn to 5 with their parents or guardians, grandparents, and then the school readiness is the kids coming alone. So a lot of changes over the years.
Well, and I think this is such a tremendous program. The great thing is, the kids get to have some supervision by somebody else other than the parents.
Right.
Plus, they get to play with kids that they normally wouldn't see until they got into kindergarten or first grade.
Right, and it's also, the kids love coming into the school, and they call it their school, and it is. So they're really attached to it once they get in, and we hear from the parents all the time that when there's a day or the schedule, like over Christmas, that they're asking when they get to come back to school. So we're happy to hear that.
So I hear you're retiring.
I am, the end of May.
Well, that's great for you. And what are you going to do?
When people have asked me that, I think of all the years, but that's the first thing I would say to somebody retiring, and I guess I have no plans. I'm going to try to get caught up on all the little projects that I've started at home that are hidden in my laundry room and basement.
Well, good for you, Carrie. Thank you so much, and thank you for your service to the school district and all the kids that have come through here. It's been great.
Thanks. Thank you. I'm going to miss the kids and the families. That's the best part.
Yeah. So, remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. The next person you wave at could be your next best friend. And we'll catch you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.